Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Doing It the Holloway, coming at you live with Music Exclusives TV. I got my boy, H.I.M, and his executive producer, Juice, and we're about to be talking about some hot stuff, so stay tuned. So, my boy, how you doing tonight?
What's going on? What's going on? I'm all right. How are you?
Good, good, man. So let's get right into it. So you have been compared with the artist Her, right?
Right,
so
right.
You would say that you are the male version of Her, right?
I would say that.
All right. So the people want to know, who is him?
Him is every man that's ever felt some type of way about a woman. You know, we feel like we need to express ourselves, and I felt like it was time for somebody to actually say that through music.
And do you feel like the male perspective in music is missing a lot in music right now?
I think that vulnerability is the key to a lot of people, because everybody can relate to that. If you look at a lot of the major artists that are out right now, the things that make them who they are is because they're truthful in their storytelling. So I think it was important for us to really just express, how the males of the world feel, and how I feel, and people can relate to that.
So what makes you different? Since we're in the R&B topic and we're talking about male artists, what makes you different from Usher Raymond or Chris Brown, even on the likes of saying like Sammy, like who's trying to come back out and doing things? What makes you different?
I mean, just to piggyback off of what I said before, I think our perspective is a conversational perspective, just as far as just raw feeling and emotion, and all right, this is how you feel, well, this is how I feel, and nobody's doing that right now.
Right.
Not even in the history of music, really. Unless somebody really wants to come up, with some other group that really did it, or whatever the case is. But yeah, and also, I'm really singing on these joints.
Right.
I'm singing my heart out, and I think, my forte lies in my emotion. Because I've gone through some experiences, as you can hear in the music, and the fact that I actually write my own stuff.
Okay.
So majority of the records are written by me, and it's through experience, actual things that I've been through in my life.
So from your experiences and your creative process, and you're a musician and you're a singer, how can we talk a little bit about your creative process, and how do you go about creating music? Or if we even tie it into this persona of him and her, like how are you coming up with these lyrics that that through your creative process?
Yeah, like I said, it's all based on experience. It's all based on things that I've been through in my life, things that I've spoken to my close friends about, things I've witnessed. So it's all a compilation of those things, and that allows me to just bring different ideas and just bring a different conceptual, witty kind of approach to everything, but still be raw, like still give you, this is the point, this is what I'm talking about, because people want to know what the hell you're talking about.
Yo, Juice, why you so quiet over here, man? So I want you to elaborate a little bit more about why you guys decided to come out with this concept.
I mean, it just made perfect sense. There's a her, and for every her, there's a him. Him is you, him is me, him is everybody. So we just thought that it would make perfect logical sense to hear from a male's perspective, and kind of create this conversation over composition, so that people can hear a bigger story about stories that relates to all of us.
And do you feel that the male perspective has been just constantly been lost? Because there's a lot. Music is very female dominated right now in the game. We got Beyonce really killing it.
Right.
We don't really hear a lot of male R&B singers doing anything.
Yeah, I agree, and that's another reason why we decided to do it, because you're always hearing one side of the story. Right. So why not hear both sides? And I think that's what makes it intriguing to a lot of the fans, because they want to hear both sides. So you have the women hearing the side of the male. Why did he do that? Why did he leave? Why did he become a savage? You know what I'm saying? So for us to hear both sides of one story, when we've for years only heard one side, I mean, it just is something that's never been done.
So tell me, because I think the people want to know about this. I've been hearing like y'all got some drama with Joe Budden. What's up with all that?
Nah, we don't got no drama. Shouts out to Joe Budden for giving us love. I just think he just got the timeline wrong as far as when music was released, because the process of the music was to respond to her from the point of where she was. That was volume 1, and then volume 2 we progressed to. We responded like we didn't even listen to volume 2, honestly, when we were doing volume 2. Her volume 2 wasn't even on play. So all we did was look at the track list and we responded to the titles. Or we did on purpose not to listen to her music, so that we wasn't, tainted or taking melodies or music from her. So we thought that this was the best way to evolve into now the deluxe. You hear him coming out and talking his shit. You know what I'm saying? He's saying, getting shit off his chest, because that's what happens in a conversation. It's back and forth. Things sound alike, but it evolves, and now the guy has something to say. And I think, we're moving to a season where it's now no replies. You know what I'm saying? So,
Got you. Yeah. So do you think that there is a difference between, well, tell me about the difference between the volume 1 and the volume 2.
I think, volume 1, we were giving direct responses, in the sense of just drawing inspiration from her. And I think as we developed and we saw, the few mistakes that we have made on volume 1, we decided to fix those in volume 2 and create that separation and, let people know this is not a gimmick. We're not trying to copy. We're simply just trying to get our point of view across. And I think that growth and that separation was told from volume 1 transitioning into volume 2.
And also, I just want to make it clear that a lot of fans I hear ask this question as far as, the volume 1 had auto-tune and what's up with that. Well, we did that in 2 weeks. Volume 1 we did in 2 weeks, because again, it was just something we just wanted to do actually for fun, as far as we thought it would be interesting just to get a male's perspective. You know what I'm saying? But then we saw it evolving and fans asking for, okay, are you gonna do volume 2? Like, oh, okay. Because again, 4 songs from volume 1 we remixed and we did a response. So that's why it sounds familiar. Like Winning, Blur, Me and You, Facts. You know what I'm saying? We did that purposely and strategically to continue a conversation. But then when you get to volume 2, you see nothing sounds like lyrics, melody, instrumentation. We did that purposely, and that's why I said, like before, we didn't even listen to her volume 2, because we didn't want that to be any confusion, because we do this, you know what I'm saying? Right. We do music, and we're kind of great at it too, if you don't mind me saying.
Funny question right here. If you and her were to be married and you guys had a kid, what would that musical sensation be?
That's a funny question. I think we'd probably name it him or her, ours.
Ours?
Yeah.
Why would you choose ours?
Because it would literally be our baby, so we probably name him ours.
Okay.
And that'll be a fire. He or she probably be the greatest entertainer of all time.
That's dope. So, how tough is it for a male artist, a male black artist, to live their life on social media right now?
Well, honestly speaking, due to the fact that my identity is hidden, it's not that hard. If you think about it in the comic perspective, like, you can call me Batman in a sense. Scott, I could live, I Batman.
With Batman, there's a Robin.
Right. And right, and there's a butler, and he has a team, he has a squad. But at the same time, Yeah, it's a lot easier for me because I can still be my normal self, but at the same time, there is a persona that I have to carry, and there is a part of me that has to be him, and that's when I get into that mode and that person, because it's important to be multifaceted at the same time. So it's cool that I can still be him and I can still be, a normal person at the end of the day.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So with that being said, why not show your face? Do you feel that people pay more attention to the voice if you're not showing your face?
Yeah, I think the main focus is the music at the end of the day. The goal was to get a message out, to get a perspective out, and not having our face. If you look at it, in a historical sense, even like people like Sia when she, started her career, Daft Punk till this day, nobody knows who they are, and they're one of the biggest groups of all time. The Weeknd when he first started, so I think the silhouette and the hidden identity kind of just allows people to focus on the music. Let the music speak for itself, and everything else will just follow.
So let's close this deal right here. My last question: with your camp, what should we expect going into this new year? Are you going to be getting into acting? Are we going to actually see the hidden mask behind his face? Like, what's going to happen in 2018?
I think time will tell. We're just taking it one step at a time. Like I said, we're very strategic, so whatever makes the most sense. We've dropped a substantial amount of music in the past year, 2 projects, a couple singles. So, we're looking to, go live now and, venture out in that side of things. Music, we're going to constantly keep cranking out because you have to continue to feed the people. The people, they want to hear what you got, so no more replies and just get into the depth of him.
Got you. So if people want to find you, where can they find you?
You can go to my website, him-official.com. You can follow me on Twitter, himmusicx. You can follow me on IG, official music him. So those are the major platforms that I'm on, and you can just tune in because we got a lot in store.
I'm definitely going to be tuning in, and I'm definitely excited to see some of the things that you're going to be doing in 2018.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll get a show or a couple shows or some, appearances from you.
Yeah, we have a show coming up pretty soon. Yeah. Not yet. Yeah. Just tune in.
Okay.
That's all.